Nothing but the truth now.
What's up, everybody? You join me on another episode of the Curtis Zone, and I thank you. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button for more content. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to see more of me bouncing my pecs, just put in that comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen. We've asked ourselves who will win a fight between Godzilla and Voltron. Really get in on this conversation, guys, because this is a very important subject that we were talking about, okay? Who will win a fight between Godzilla and Voltron? If you guys have any comments of who you think will win this fight, put it in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some news. The first piece of news is this. It has been reported that the script for the Hot Wheels movie is currently being written, and it's gonna be a bit different. It's not gonna be in any way like Fast and the Furious, which is a good thing. So yeah, let's keep waiting on that one, all right? The next piece of news from the upcoming from this new DCU that James Gunn is starting up, Teen Titans movie is currently in the works at DCU, and they're looking at Madeline Patch, who you may remember as Cheryl Blossom in Riverdale. They're looking at her to portray the role of Starfire. I think that'd be pretty cool. The final piece of news is this. It has been reported that Sonic the Hedgehog 4, the script for that is completed, and they're starting their pre-production process, including casting. They're especially looking for someone to portray the role of Amy, and they're looking at one of two women. They're either looking at either Maggie Q, who you may remember as the Asian actress, or you may remember Margot Robbie. I'm thinking Margot Robbie. Let's get this party started. For those of you who are new to the channel and don't know how these versus battles work, I, your amazing host Dylan J. Curtis, give you the stats on both characters. Then I'll tell you who I think will win this fight, and then you, the viewer, leave in the comment section down below who you think will win in the fight. Okay? And really get in on the conversation, everybody. Let's not be shy. Okay? Come on, let's get started by talking about Godzilla. Basically, I'll be starting a series of videos that puts robots versus monsters. Yeah, that does sound stupid, but it's something I want to do. Diving straight in and not wasting any time, Godzilla was the first of many monsters for the MonsterVerse to ever be created. He made his debut in 1954 and was originally known as Gojira before being changed for American audiences as Godzilla. And ever since then, he's had a lot of changes over the years. But the one thing that's always been the same about him is that he's always been a giant lizard, basically a kaiju, if you will. The giant kaiju has had a lot of powers and abilities over the years, but the one thing he has not changed is the fact that he can shoot lasers out of his mouth. He also has incredible strength. So strong, in fact, that he can bench press anyone. He also has incredible speed. He has spikes on his body that are pretty much indestructible. He himself is pretty much indestructible due to the fact that he's basically a giant dragon. The character has had a lot of other powers over the years. The one power that has become new is the fact that he can absorb energy. He can absorb nuclear radiation, which changes the colors of the spikes on his back, which was given to us in Godzilla x Kong: A New Empire. Now, Godzilla may not be as strong as Kong, but he's also a fan favorite character, and we are happy to have him. So let's see how it would look if he were to go up against Voltron. Next, we're going to talk about Voltron. Voltron would have its debut in 1986, but ever since then, it's had a lot of changes. More specifically, we're going to talk about Voltron Legendary Defender going up against Godzilla. And here's the thing: the Voltron is the most powerful weapon in the galaxy. It has a lot of weapons. More specifically, its jets, which give it hypersonic flight through space, which is no minor feat. It's comprised of 5 miniature lion robots that come together to form one super robot, which is why one of the reasons people think that it's related to Power Rangers. Think that Power Rangers was inspired by Voltron. Anyway, the Voltron has had a lot of different weapons. The first being its shoulder cannon. The shoulder cannon has the ability to shoot a laser blast powerful enough to damage anything. It's basically a huge cannonball. The next weapon that it has are its double blades, which are sharp enough to cut through anything. But its most main weapon that everybody talks about is the blazing sword. The sword itself, it ignites itself to cut through anything, and it's basically the most popular sword to ever be invented. No offense to Godzilla but in this fight I am scoring it to Voltron. The reason being because Voltron has destroyed more monsters than Godzilla, and the blazing sword can cut through anything. Also, I don't want to jinx it here, but I just gotta say it looks pretty cool too. It can fly through space, and I'm not sure that Godzilla can go in space. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. But hey, that's just me talking. Don't be shy, everybody. Really get in that comment section down below and tell me who you think would win in this fight. That's just because all this is just my opinion. So get in the comment section, talk about who you think will win in this fight. I know this episode was short notice, but I deserve to be heard. So I will see you guys very soon, and I hope that all of you are very happy with this episode. See you soon. Peace.